So there's the heel. Doesn't matter if another person and dog walk by, she should be paying attention to Lynn. There's the about turn. And notice we don't tighten the leash on the turns. The leash must be relaxed so she figures out on her own where she needs to be.
Yeah, I see that it really is.
There's the sit. She's a little slow. She knows what you want her to do. That's why she's licking her lips, but she decided to hold off a little bit. So Lynn had to help her out. There's the yawn. There's heel, starting off with the left foot. There's a reset, giving her little tugs because she's paying more attention to the ground than she is to Lynn. Bringing her around to the left. Slowing down, telling her to sit. So gently pulling up with your right hand, very gentle pressure on her back end to get her into that sit. There's the down. Now look where the hand is. Very close to her neck on the leash part, and then gentle pressure toward the ground. There's your free command because she did good. And notice when we say free, that doesn't mean be a crazy woman and jump all over us. Free just means you're released. You can be happy, go lucky, goofy, but you're not allowed to do naughty things. And then back to heel. So you got a little bit of a recess, and now when I tell you heel, you have to come back to my left-hand side. And slowing down, back into a sit. There, she kind of swung her butt out, so Lynn's going to try to help her out. It didn't work, so we start all over. We have to bring her back to the left side and do the same thing all over again. There, Lynn felt her moving her butt to the outside, so that's why she took her hand off. And then she straightened her out a little bit. There's the down again. And she is telling her down when she puts that pressure on her. There's the stay. So stepping away from her. She's definitely looking at Ray walking by with the other puppy. Returning to heel position. Stay again. Positioning yourself in front of her, backing away. Always position yourself in front of her, or maybe even walk in place next to her, so she learns just because you're moving doesn't mean that she needs to move with you. Stay means I move, but you hold your position. And now we're going to do a little bit of training with her food.
She knows what that is.
Oh yeah, she's excited. She's like, food!
Yeah.
I love my food dish. So when we set the food down, we don't want her to lunge toward it, and we want her to pay attention to us. So there's a little bit of the food lure back into the sit. Notice she's watching Lynn. We want her to look up at her face, not so much target the hand with the food. Watch again, and then we reward her. So the moment she looks up at us, we tell her good girl or yes, and then we will lower her hand down and give her the food. So there's the sit, there's the watch. And notice you can tell, she's looking at Lynn's face, she's not looking at her hand. There's the down. There's the watch again. Perfect. Looking up at Lynn's face, not her hand and not the food dish. And she got a little free. A little bit of praise. Walking back up to the dish. Back into the sit. There's the stay. I know you have food. There's the come. So come means come and sit in front of me. Gets a little bit of a reward because she did that pretty well. There's the heel. Turning her around. Back into the sit. There's the stay. Backing away. And come command. And also there is a client that's off to the side over there, so she's doing pretty well and not trying to go over there. And that's it. And now we're going to do a little bit of the crate training.
Okay, the crate we have is larger than that one
Okay.
there, so that's good then. Cool. Yeah, I can see an improvement already because even when she was on the leash, she was always tugging.
Mm-hmm. So we'll put the food on the crate. You can put the food wherever you want. It doesn't have to be up on the crate. It could be on the counter, on the chair. There's the calling her back to Lynn. So back to heel. There's the sit before going in the crate, just to make things interesting. And then crate, which means go inside your crate. Lynn will help her out a little bit. And then she'll tell her watch, and then she rewarded her with food. And then she gets the free command. So there's crate, so this time no sit, just going right into the crate where she's backing up. So Lynn told her no. Now she's going to do the sit to get her control back. She'll give her a little bit of a reward because she sat. And now she's going to have to help her out.
So she's still a little skittish on the crates then, huh?
Sometimes she will go in and sometimes she won't. It just depends. We want her to be consistently going in when we tell her crate.
She was fine after her bath. She went straight in.
There she goes. And then throwing it a little bit more. Sometimes if you can even fit yourself in there, you can do that as well. And there's the sit in the crate, and then a little bit of food reward. And then she could have the rest of her food in there. And then we could take the dish away, and she's done. And gets a free command. And bringing back to heel. So now telling her to sit in front of the crate, and right back in. So she still needs a little bit of coaxing. She's like, all those dogs are making funny noises. And notice we don't give up easily here.
She's still just a little tentative about going in there, huh?
And then we try again. So sometimes if she does hesitate, I would just reset her. Same thing as Lynn did before. Reset her and did something different. Walked her around, did a sit, and then tried again.
Kind of like rebooting.
Yes. Same thing. And then free command. So now we're going to put her in a sit, and we're going to have a person come up and say hi to Lynn, and then possibly say hi to her. So they'll shake hands. She has to hold her sit. And then if somebody wants to pet her, she's not allowed to jump on them or give them high five or shake. She just has to hold her sit. We would like her not to put her nose up and lick, because if she licks the hand, then she can mouth the hand, and then she can also jump up on the person. And then little tugs to bring her back to the left. She's doing really well.
We're gonna walk a dog back.
So that was perfect.
She didn't budge at all.
She's like, oh, there's a little puppy. Perfect. She's a little excited. Perfect. All right, tell her that we're done. That's good.